Hey everyone, welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah,
And I'm Becky.
and today we're talking about Swamp Thing, Twin Branches by Maggie Stiefvater and illustrated by Morgan Beem. Now, I was bad. I got it off of Edelweiss and NetGalley. I was having computer troubles, and it wasn't with the ARC, but just like with my ability to read it. So I got it off both places, and Becky got it off of NetGalley.
Yeah, I'm auto-approved by DC Comics.
I am not yet, but I'm working on it. That's my next goal. And so now I'm reading comics of things that I've never read before. So actually, and if you've seen any of our other videos, you already know this. I don't know much about the DC Marvel. I know that they're different universes. I do know that, but I don't know much about superheroes. Like, it's just not my forte.
I just don't know about Swamp Thing. Like, I know, like, if it was Batman, I know the big ones. I think I watched a Swamp Thing movie once when I was a kid.
I know when I play Lego Batman, I like being Swamp Thing. Like, I've played as him before. Anyway, all right, so this book is about twins Walker and Alec. And so Walker is the far more popular type, and Alec is more of the cerebral type. Now, these two have come to live with family in Virginia after they've had some recent drama with their parents. Something's going on in their marriage, in their parents' marriage, that the twins were kind of sent away to spend their last senior year living with family in Virginia. So they get there. Walker really finds his place in kind of this new social scene, whereas Alec is definitely not part of it. He kind of retreats into his science club. He's very interested in a science experiment that talks about plants and kind of the communication between plants and kind of plants living on after death. And then at certain points, animals become plants almost, and plants become animals. There's a lot of like stuff going on that I don't really understand what's going on.
Right.
And really, all it is about the two guys kind of trying to find their place, and Walker finding his place, but Alec not, and then them kind of growing apart. And things happen, and eventually we get to kind of how Swamp Thing factors into this whole shebang. I feel like I can't talk about like the interesting parts because that would be spoilers.
Well, and this
I
isn't
also feel
very
like
long, so it's hard to talk about it.
it isn't very long. There isn't much that really happens. A lot of it is not explained, and I feel like it's kind of even hard to review this book because it feels like it's the first chapter in a much longer book. Like, you don't even realize, like, it doesn't read like a Stiefvater book.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the art is nice, but like plot arc wise and like visually, they're really it's hard to really talk about because you need more than what this one work provides. So like, I think if I had read the first three, I could kind of describe it better.
Right,
But
and I think if I like knew about Swamp Thing, because like when you read a Batman like origin story, you're like, okay, Bruce Wayne is going to become Batman. But I'm reading this and I'm like, what is going on? And I don't understand the stuff with like the plant experiments where he's like, I'm transforming memories from plants into other. Do plants have memories?
well, according to this, they do.
So I didn't, and I'm like, I didn't understand that. Um,
I mean, and I think like it's an interesting concept. Like, I think it could all, like, it really all has potential. I just don't think that there was enough there to really make a decision on it.
right.
It definitely felt a lot like Spill Zone because there's like a stark contrast between like what the world looks like without the experiment kind of involved and what it looks like with the experiment involved. Like, so you see the differences between the two.
I
But
like
beyond
way
that,
better. I feel like
yeah,
Spill Zone had more
Spillzone wasn't
story.
much longer than this one, which is strange. You know what I mean? Like, there
Right.
was more to talk about with Spillzone.
Well, and that's the thing. I feel like Spill Zone just had like so much more story involved. And maybe, like I said, and maybe with these these like origin stories, they expect you to know it. So maybe that's what we're saying is like, if you are a fan of Swamp Thing, if you're a fan of Swamp Thing and read this, let us know what you felt about it. Because
I'm hesitant to say how I feel about this until I read more.
I don't know how I feel about it. I know I don't remember it very well. I know that it took longer to read than I expected. I know I wasn't like disappointed. Like I have no real feelings about it. Like I'm
Oh
not,
yeah.
I didn't dislike it, but I didn't love it. I didn't like it. Yeah, it's like I'm in this weird in between place.
Because they were like even the nicknames that they use, like that was interesting, and to like delve further into that would have been interesting. And the people that are part of kind of his science-y club thing, like they're interesting, and like getting into like who they are as characters would be interesting. The fact that Alec deals with having diabetes, and they touch upon how he got that, and it was very interesting and not what you would expect. So like there are definitely paths there that could be further explored and that could be really interesting, but like we just didn't have a chance to get there with this
The
book.
diabetes angle was interesting, particularly like he was like his blood monitor was a little different. I don't know if that's a real blood monitor.
Yeah, they have those that like just stick and just like scan them.
Yeah, no. So I thought that was cool. And I liked the fact that he was like a functioning kid with diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, should we rate it?
Yeah, we can rate it. So our rating scale goes from 5 unicorns down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it doesn't get a horn, it's not magical, and is therefore a horse. Where are you?
I think I'm at a 3. Like I don't really have strong feelings either way.
Because I'm almost just like, I don't know if I even want to rate it.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess, like, I want to say a 3, but am I saying that because Steve Otter's name is attached to it and because I semi liked the art, or is it really a 3?
I
I
feel
just
like
don't,
3 is my default. Like I default to 3.
yeah. I just feel like I don't have enough information to really give this a strong rating. So I'll go with a tentative 3, I suppose. And that's where we're at, I
That's
guess.
so if you read Swamp Thing and have a more concrete opinion, please put those thoughts in the comments.
What are your thoughts?
And
All
we'll
right,
see
see
you
you
around.
around.
Bye.